But still one thing is left, as we aim to do that. That is what we call structure. What is structure? You see, structure can be defined. It's a data type. It's a data type. What type of data type? We can say it's a derived data type. Actually, data type are of two ways. If you declare data type, you know what data type is. It actually declare in two ways. One is primitive data type, and one is derived. We will start with primitive data type. We have started with, for example, int, char, float, and example of derived data type is structure, union, like this. Now, what a structure is? Just assume that consider a situation that there is a place where you can how to define a structure. Let's see. Okay, the structure is defined something like structure is defined by the in this way. Say struct record. I will write something, but before that, let me tell you the need or reason of using this type of data type. You see, before structure, the variable, the data types that we have seen, initially we started with int, char, float, which can store only one data at a time. Now, if you want to work with lot of data, in that case, it was a problem, because if you replace the data of some variable with some new data, then previous one will vanish. And to overcome this type of problem, actually array came. So array contain more than one value at a time. You can work with very easy, fine. But still there is a problem in array also. What a problem? Problem is that by definition array is a by definition array constitute multiple memory location, but it is homogeneous. It means if you declare an array as an integer, you cannot store any character over there. If you declare an array as a float, you cannot store any character over there. Something like that. Now it is a problem for storing something like a record, like what I have written over here. What is a record? Record can be anything. Record can be anything means record can be a combination of name, roll number, address, phone number, many things. Right? Now, if you consider name is a basically string, is nothing but a character array. If you consider address, that's also a character array, can be considered. But if you consider roll number is an integer. So that means you need some location where you can store multiple data at a time, data type at a time. This one can be float, it can be character, it can be an integer, something like this. Now then what I will call this total block, this block is called structure. So the benefit of using structure is that you can store multiple data types within the same block. And that is the reason why a particular structure doesn't have its own size. It's totally depend upon how many primitive data types or other data types are stored within this block. So that means if I say that I have a name array for storing the name, I have a role array, role number, sorry, not integer, it should be character. I have a role variable for storing role, and if I ask you what is the size of this record, what is the size? Size is 20 into 1 because of this character, 20 locations plus 2 byte for role. So as a whole 22 byte. But if I now write one more character array, say address, say 50, then it will become 20 into 1 plus 2 plus 50 into 1. That means 72. So whether it will be 22 or 72 or something else, it depends upon how many data types we have within this block. How we can use this structure? Now, that means you can consider structure something like a flat or apartment. Always remember, structure is a blueprint. What does blueprint mean? Assume that you want to build your own home, and what you have to do, you have to basically design a blueprint. What is blueprint? Blueprint actually defines the total area and each and every detail of the building that you are going to design, that you are actually going to build, right? So blueprint is nothing but actually a representation, a pictorial representation of the building that you want to create. So tell me, when we create a blueprint, does it mean the building has been already completed? It's not. Generally, what we do, we know that we need a blueprint, and with this blueprint, I will go to some government official office. The blueprint will be accepted. Then we can start building. So you assume that you have some place in, say, suppose in Kolkata, somewhere in Kolkata, you have the blueprint, and the area on which you want to build that particular apartment is right now blank. Now you have started building. So until you are not started building, your location will not get occupied. So same thing is for the structure also. What I have written over here is, I can say, blueprint. That means when I write this one in my code, it does not mean a memory has been occupied. To occupy a memory location, what you have to do? We have to create an instance of the blueprint. And this instance actually has some physical significance. How to do this? We write in this way: struct record, say R. R1. What does it mean? Means R1 is the variable name. And this struct record is the data type. Just like int a, we write, is a is the variable name and int is the data type. Same thing over here. Struct record is as a whole the data type name and R1 is the variable name. So that means if you want to use a structure, we can use in this way. Say I'm writing a structure, struct say name, struct say record, say as I'm writing int role, then care name 10, and in the main program, before using this role and name, you have to create instance of the structure. Sorry, not structure. It should be struct. Struct rec R1. So this role and name doesn't have its own existence. Its existence will depend upon this R1. That means if you want to access this role, it will be R1 dot role, say equal to 10. So this is actually an access operator. By this dot, I can access the role variable of R1. Now, maybe I can have many more variables, say R2, R3. But it does not mean that R2 and R1 actually same. You can consider this particular statement as you have three different variables, R1, R2 and R3. This is R1, this is R2 and this is R3. But since they all are from struct record, they have the same architecture within this. That means they also, both of them has a role and a name array. This also has a variable role and a name array. These also have a variable role and a name array. Like this. So that means if you want to individually access role of R2, anyway, so thank you very much. Bye.